Greetings legends and welcome back to Apex Updates. This video is the first in a potential series of mine I'm going to be doing where I speculate different kits of different legends that they could add to the game. This concept I've made here for this episode is an assault slash support character. I'm not sure what I'd place this character under, but this is a scavenger type character. That's what I've named it in the file when I've written out all the type of abilities and stuff that I think this character should have. Now, before I get into this, I just want to put a little disclaimer at the start of this. First off, I have no idea what characters they're going to be adding in the future, so this isn't me saying that this is confirmed. This is just all a bit of fun, just to say a type of character I think would be fun if they added to the game, because I'm very excited for the legends they're going to add to the future, so I want to put some of my ideas out there. And I'd like to see any ideas that you guys have in the comments, because I love creativity. I love people's ideas for different characters and stuff that could be added to the game. And if my ideas suck, I guess I'm sorry, but I do trust Respawn enough not to put bad gameplay mechanics into the game, so if none of this stuff I say works in the game, then I don't want it in the game, because at first glance, I'd love to have double jumping and wall running in the game, but they've said that they don't think that would work. They've tested it and it doesn't work, and I trust them because they've given me no reason not to right now, because their game's amazing and feels great. So, let's start off with this character's passive. Where better to start? So this character's all about gathering scrap and then performing a move with the scrap. So his passive is that when he opens up crates, like just the normal loot boxes around the map with loot in it, he'll get 5 scrap, and supply drops give him, say, 15 scrap, and death boxes will give the most at around 30. All these numbers would obviously can change, but that's about what I've put it at, and it can hold up to a maximum of 100. This is to reinforce the fact that he's, a little scavenger type character, a scrapper type person, going around gathering stuff, and I wanted to make the death boxes the best rewarding one, since they're the hardest to pull off, obviously, because you have to kill people to do it. Now, of course, there is the issue of, coming across a death box that someone else killed, so I can always say that maybe you get more for a death box of someone you killed, or maybe you get more from the loot boxes that are around the map, not just the normal ones, but the ones you have to shoot or punch. But again, that's all. I don't want the character to be too luck based, but I'm also a little scared that this character would be the best tactic to win games would just hot drop every time, collect all the death boxes, and if you die, just drop into a different game and hope there's lots of death boxes. But I think it's an interesting gameplay mechanic to go around gathering all this stuff to pull stuff off later. So now that you've gathered all this scrap on this character, what can you use it for? Well, what I've done for this character's active ability, their Q, is that they can actually create ammo with the scrap. So depending on what type of ammo it is depending on the cost. Say, light ammo is like 1 scrap, heavy ammo is like 2, energy ammo is like 3. I don't know, whatever values fits best, I'm not entirely sure. But also making shield cells for 5 or so would also be kind of cool. All the numbers would obviously be tweakable, but I think it'd be pretty cool to have a character that could collect all these resources and create ammo and very low tier stuff, just to have some bad luck protection for your team, to make sure that you at least have some fundamentals, that you don't constantly run out of ammo because all the teams you run into don't use the same ammo as you, or that the boxes that you open keep not giving you the correct type of ammo and you're kind of just screwed for the game. Some bad luck protection. I think if you don't feel comfortable with your luck or whatever, bring this character along, pick this legend at the start of the game. So how I feel like this would work is that you hold the active button, it brings up the wheel like it does when you are using your consumables menu. You pick which type of ammo, or if you want a shield cell, and then once you pick that, then you start crafting it like the way you do consumables. It takes a little bit of time, but it'll also use up some of your scrap, and then you create the thing, like say 5 light ammo or whatever it is you're creating. I also think that if you just tap the active button, it should just create some ammo for the weapon you're holding and put it in your inventory. This all goes in your inventory and not into your magazine. I'm aware that this may not be the most exciting mechanic gameplay wise, but I do feel like it could add a little bit of interesting dynamics between the legends. So finally, for the ultimate, I wanted to do something very fun and interesting with the scrap mechanic. So I thought about having the cooldown being around the same as Pathfinder's cooldown, where it's up very quick, you can use it very often. But for this, it has the extra drawback of having enough scrap. So for this, I feel like you should, for every 25 or 33 or something scrap you spend using your ult, it uses up all your scrap at once, but depending on the amount of scrap you use, it summons stalkers or specters from Titanfall that help your team out, or even reapers or something like that. Say if you're at 100, it summons a reaper, but if you're at 75 or lower, it summons some stalkers instead. I just feel like having some creeps in the game would be pretty enjoyable. Have some system, like have a summoner class. Obviously this person isn't entirely around summoning, but I feel like having an ult which summons something could be interesting. But the problem there does come in, is the AI good enough? Like, or is it too good? There is a middle ground there, but it's just a bit annoying. Having an extra thing to help you out though could be very, very fun. Like, you spent most of your scrap to get ammo, but now you can get some little guys to help you out, but they're easily disposable. Or do you save up and get the big guy to help you out? That's almost like another player, like half a player helping you out basically. I just think that idea would be very cool. So I'd like to see the type of ideas that you guys have for the next legend, because there's so much possibility that Respawn can tap into right now, because there's so many characters that they're going to add in the future, because there's going to be 4 seasons a year, and it says new legends, so that's potentially 2 legends a month, every 3 months, sorry. So there's so many legends we can get per year, and if that is the case, of course, it could just be 1, which is 4 per year, which does seem a little underwhelming, but we'll get around to that at the time, depending on how many they are bringing out. But regardless, I'm excited to see what they have in the future. I'd like to see what type of ideas that the community has, and I don't mind if you say my ideas are shit. I'm not the biggest fan of this character concept. I think there's some cool stuff, but I also think it's a little bit of a mismatch of different ideas. I don't think this is a very refined video or character, but I just wanted to put some ideas out there. But yeah, that pretty much wraps that up, and I'd like to thank you for watching this. I'd like to request that you like the video if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want more Apex Legends content, and if you want to keep up to date on Apex Legends news. And if you did not enjoy the video, please go to the comments and tell me why. That is all. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.